on, folks? Thanks for tuning in. Hope y'all doing okay today. If you like my take on stuff, give me a like, comment, hit the notification bell, subscribe if you want to know when new stuff goes up. If you've got any questions about my take on stuff, I'd be more than happy to give it to you. Even if it's something I know nothing about, I'll do a little research. So, this is a topic that has been talked about by numerous people for a long time, and I kind of want to chime in and give my 2 cents on it. Here it is. Don't bring politics into everything. You know, give you a case in point on this. There are a ton of celebrities, be it pop stars, actors, singers, songwriters, whatever you're famous for. I think I kind of hit the bigger ones that have thrown their political opinion out there. And typically I kind of make fun of all of them equally, whether I agree with their politics or not. And here's why. Like, okay, you can have your political opinions and post that to social media, but I don't really want to hear about it on, you know, like when you're, okay, good. When you're doing your shows, when you're, you know, doing appearances, whatever. I don't care what your opinion is. You know, give you a case in point example. Taylor Swift, back during 2019, she made some sugar cookies and iced them up Biden-Harris 2020, and I said, well, she's never picked a good guy and wrote all of her songs about guys that she's broke up with, so I wonder if she's going to write a song about Biden in 4 years when she doesn't like what he did. That was my Taylor Swift joke. So anyway, you know, and when you get into the political arena, and okay, here's my take on it. If you're famous for playing guitar, for singing, for acting, or whatever, you can hold whatever opinion you want. But politics, especially in the past 10 years, 15 years, has become so divisive that if you start getting too vocal about it, especially at, you know, big events, you know, the Oscars, the Emmys, the Grammys, whatever, you're going to cut off audience, potential fans, or you're going to ostracize some of your fans, and they might decide not to do that. If I'm in any line of work, I'm there to make money. You know, I can talk with coworkers or people I know about all sorts of things before I get into politics, and I can talk your ear off about politics. But if it's something that we don't agree on and it causes tension, I can let that go. We can talk about food, we can talk about cars, we can talk about guns, we can talk about music, we can talk about travel plans, we can talk about our kids, we can talk about our wives, whatever. I can talk about all sorts of things after politics. And, you know, in a way, having those things that aren't political is so nice in a very big way, because, okay, you can have people that sit on complete opposites as far away from each other as possible on the political spectrum that appreciate this actor, this movie franchise, this type of music, whatever, and they can come together over that. And you can sit down next to someone and, man, they're great. And you know, if you come together over that, you might have the opportunity to learn something about that person and maybe learn something something that's across the aisle from your political beliefs that you didn't know, and maybe learn something or teach them something. You never know. But when you politicize everything becomes its own echo chamber. So I know a bunch of people that were diehard fans of the NFL for years, and I never understood it. Never did. I didn't understand how the game was played, didn't care, because it's all about the biggest, fastest dude beating the crap out of the other smaller, not so fast dudes, and it just wasn't my thing. So I didn't follow it. So when I didn't have a dog in the fight when football went political, one way or the other, because I didn't watch it beforehand, so it didn't affect me. I wasn't going to have to stand by my decision to watch it or leave or not be a fan of stuff. And I know a lot of people on Facebook that have, spoken out against it and haven't watched it and are watching rerun games on YouTube just because it is an interesting sport. I will give it that. It's not my cup of tea, but it's an interesting sport. And same thing for other sports that have gone political, or other artists or whatever that have gone political. It does ostracize a certain fan base. And I have hung out with people, wow, it is breezy out today, that I know for a fact would disagree with me on politics, but we can enjoy things that aren't political together, but politics keeps getting interjected into pop culture and other things, and so I'm wondering how much longer we'll have things that we can come together over. One of the podcasters that I enjoy listening to, and I enjoy his commentary on things, I enjoy his thought processes. Started his own media company, launched a brand new political talk show. Not starring him. He's been a panelist on it, but not starring him. He's produced movies under his new brand, or under that brand. And he keeps saying that, if the radical left wants to do this and keep canceling everybody who disagrees with them, we're just going to have to make our own. And so you will have Republican and Democrat movies, Republican and Democrat talk, Republican and Democrat talk radio, Republican and Democrat news. And I get that to a point, but if everything becomes political, where do we come together? And there are definitely lessons for both sides to learn from the other side. So don't politicize everything. If you can get politics out of a discussion, if you can talk about guns and just, yes, I have this gun, I enjoy shooting it, you're more than welcome to come over and shoot it. We can make a day out of shooting guns and talking about guns and guns that we have, guns that we want to buy, ammunition types, whatever, and leave politics out of it, especially if they disagree with you. That is something fantastic. You can come together with someone across the aisle over and be friends with those people. If you want to talk about movies or your favorite sci-fi fandom, leave politics out of it. Talk about your favorite movie franchise or sci-fi fandom or whatever, and just enjoy geeking out. There's a few meme groups that I'm in concerning Star Trek, one of my favorite franchises ever, and a handful of them make, we'll just say, woke memes, and they catch a lot of static, but also they catch a high amount of the views and comment traffic in a positive way. And most of those memes I really don't get or care about or whatever. I think it's stupid. So anyway, don't put politics in everything. Keep your politics out of my fun, and I'll keep my fun out of your politics. So, anyway, catch y'all next time. Thanks for tuning in.